some light here. Welcome to Southside Uniting Time for Kids. Great to see you. It's a bit dark today. We'll explain why soon. But I want to take a moment to remember that the Yagara and the Tulpa people have cared for this land. So we pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. Of course, we love to remember them. We love to remember God and how much God loves us. We like to talk to God. So let's say our prayer together. Everybody up, ready? Let's go from the top of my head to the tips of my toes, from the lobes of my ears to the end of my nose, from my back to my front to my wiggly fingers. God loves me. We need some light in here. Let's sing My Lighthouse. Let's see if that works. Let's sing. Wrestling and in my doubt, in my failures you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence you won't let go. In my questions your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. Well, good singing. It's still a bit dark in here. I know what to brighten up our day. Grover. Grover always brightens up our day. So let's call. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Grover!
Oh, let's see, a torch and a light bulb and
Headlight, Grover.
oh, hang on, lighthouse, beacon,
Spotlight, Grover.
Oh, you what, Richard?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm writing down my
Christmas list. Writing down your Christmas list. And your Christmas list is like a torch and a light bulb and...
Oh, yeah.
Grover, why all those things?
Oh, well, it's dark.
It is dark.
And the Bible verse today was talking about shining light.
The Bible verse is talking about shining light.
So I thought I should get some things to shine light on. A candle. I haven't got a candle.
Grover, it's not quite what the Bible verse is about.
Oh.
Shall we try and shine some light on the Bible verse?
Yeah, let's see if, as you talk about it, maybe we'll get some light on here.
Okay. Well, the Bible verse comes from Isaiah.
Isaiah. Who's Isaiah?
Glad you asked. So Isaiah was a prophet.
Oh, hang on, I remember a prophet. Prophet is someone who speaks God's message and points out what the people are doing wrong and how they need to change.
That's right, Grover. And he was speaking around the same time as Amos.
Oh, I'm not going to get tricked again. That was a person, not a
Growth on the ground. That's right, Grover. The person Amos. Now, you remember what Amos was speaking?
We might need a map.
Okay, let's get a map. Ready? The map will help to shine some light on where we are.
Oh, well, there's a map and there's a bit more light.
There is a bit more light. So, do you remember where Amos came from?
Amos came from the southern kingdom down in Tekoa.
That's right, and where did he preach?
He preached...
Yeah, where did he preach? Do you remember?
Well, in the northern kingdom of Israel.
He preached in the northern kingdom of Israel.
And so Isaiah sort of starts the same as Israel, so he must have preached in Israel.
That's good thinking, Grover, but that's not right. So Isaiah preached in the southern kingdom of Judah.
Oh, down there.
Yeah, and he preached around the same time, but another kingdom had come and started to attack the northern kingdom of Israel and then start to attack the southern kingdom. So Isaiah was encouraging the people down there to change, or they might be taken away in exile.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's who Isaiah is.
So what's he talking about? Well, can I get rid of the map?
Oh, you can get rid of the map.
So Isaiah was speaking to these people in Judah and saying that the people who'd been in darkness had seen a great light.
Wow, that was good light.
That was good light.
So what does he mean they've seen
A great light. Well, he's talking about how God is going to come and bring light to the world. A bit like, do you know why we have the candle on Sunday?
Because it looks pretty.
Yes, it does look pretty, but that's not why we have the candle.
Because it's someone's birthday.
No, it's not someone's birthday.
Because it might make the place smell.
It might make the place smell, but that's not why we have the candle. How about I tell you why we have the candle?
Because someone's a pyromaniac.
No one's a pyromaniac.
Because people like blowing out candles.
Well, people might like blowing out candles, but that's not the reason. I'm out of reasons. Well, why don't you let me just tell you the reason?
Oh, well, you could have told me that in the first place.
I thought I did. So the candle reminds us that Jesus said he's the light of the world. So you might hear that candle that we have every Sunday referred to as the Christ candle. It points to Jesus being the light of the world. And Isaiah says, people in darkness have seen a great light, that light of understanding from God. And in this passage, he talks about how a child is going to be born. And they will become Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Prince of Peace.
That sounds like Jesus.
It does sound like Jesus. That's who he's pointing to. He's saying this wonderful leader is going to come to bring peace to the world, to show people what it means to live a good life, what it means to follow God, to bring light into the world.
Oh, wow. So it's about finding God's light.
That's right.
Well, how do you find God's light?
Well, just think about these things, Grover. Can you see God in the setting of the sun or in the rising of a new moon?
Oh, they can be special sometimes.
Yeah, especially when it's a beautiful sunset. That might be God.
Yeah. Sometimes I go, wow, that's really special.
Yeah, or can you taste God when you eat an ice cream on a hot summer day and it tastes so good? It's so refreshing.
You're making me hungry.
Sorry, we better move on. Can you hear God in the patter of raindrops on a cold winter's day?
Oh, it's so nice to sit inside and just hear the rain.
Yeah, and especially some places, they don't get much rain, and that beautiful sound. You've been in a drought and suddenly there's rain. So beautiful. Can you experience the love of God when a friend gives you a great big hug?
Oh! When it's not you, yes. Oh, I do feel God's love when people hug me and make me feel special.
Can you experience the comfort of God when someone says something good about you?
Oh, it does make you feel good, doesn't it? And do you think God might be telling us those good things?
Could be God telling us those good things. Can you experience the joy of God when you hear others laugh out loud at your jokes?
Oh, Everyone laughs at my jokes. They're so funny. What do you call what's brown and sticky?
I don't know, Grover.
A stick.
That's very funny.
Oh, I can sense God now.
That's great.
So there's all those different things that we can sense God with, and so much more. It doesn't just have to be those things. Things that just amaze us and we go, wow, this is something special. It might be seeing a little newborn baby. It might be spending time with a loved one that you haven't seen for ages. Sense that God is there. Oh, wow. So we can see God.
Yeah, but we can also show God.
We can show God? How?
Well, you can show God to others in the kind things you do for them. So as you do something kind for them, you're showing them that God cares about them.
Oh, well, yeah, like if I help them when they're hurt, then that shows that God cares about them.
That's right. And you can show God to others when you share your lunch with them. Oh, not at school. Not at school, no. We don't share our lunch at school. But you might invite a friend over and you might have lunch with them.
Oh, yeah.
Like we had some friends over recently, Saini and Swelly, and we shared lunch with them.
Oh, wow, that would have been cool.
That was cool to have them over. And so as we share with others, we show them that God cares about them and wants to provide for them.
Oh, anything else?
Well, you can show God to others when you give a drink to someone who's thirsty.
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't share the same bottle.
No, you wouldn't share the same drink bottle, but you might give a cup of water. Someone was doing some work around your house, you might take them out a glass of water. Or if your mum and dad are busy, you might take them a glass of water. Or say your mum or dad are mowing the lawn, you can take them out, something cool.
Oh, that would be so good. So we can show God's love.
We can show God's love and bring light into their world. If you're outside working and someone brings a cup of water, that just brings light into the world.
Oh.
And so God is all around us in the world in which we live, in the people that we meet, in the things we do each day. And when we can see and hear and feel his presence, then you know that Isaiah did, that God is very near.
Oh, wow, so we can see God's light and shine God's light.
That's right, that's what we need to do.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. I'm glad the lights came on here.
God's been helping us to understand, so we've got the light ticked on.
Oh, wow, well, I'm going to go and shine some lights, and I don't actually need, I might rewrite my Christmas list, actually. I don't need all these lights. Oh, I might get some toys and some books and some lollies and some candy and some chocolate and some...
And so Isaiah speaks that people who've found it difficult, who've been living in darkness, are going to see a beautiful light, the light of God, to understand who God is. He talks about in a way that they won't always fully understand, they'll have to struggle still, but that God will be helping them to learn and to know. And so we can help people to see the light of God, and we can experience the light of God. We share that light. We want to shine that light, that little light of mine. There's a song. We haven't never sung this before, but maybe you've heard it before. Let's learn a new song, This Little Light of Mine. Let's sing, let's go, ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All over the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, all over the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. All over the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it
little song. Thanks for learning it. Well, we need to remember to keep looking for where is the light of God? Where do we see God out there in the world doing amazing things? Because God's always there, always at work, always with us. And how can we share that light with others to help them to understand who God is? Well, you might want to join us for Sunday school this Sunday, 8:30 at Mount Gravatt in Tarragindi. Come along, we'll learn a bit more about this passage from Isaiah. If you can't make it, that's all right. We'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone. On the map, on the map, on the map, on the map. Boo, 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 boo. What am I doing?